Hi, Yasmin. Just thought I'd come on here and see how you're doing. How's the new house?
Hello, Becky. Thanks for checking up on me. The house is great. I love living here. I'm really glad I chose to move in here. No regrets at all.
Really now? Well, I think it's time for you to leave.
Excuse me?
I just don't think you deserve to live in a new house. You don't even have a proper job. It's very irresponsible of you to buy a place that you can't even afford.
I'm not unemployed. I have a proper job. Besides, Joseph works hard too.
I know your generation love to claim that a housewife is a proper job, but let's face it, it really isn't. I'm married too, but I also work. You can do both.
Me too. I'm not just a stay-at-home wife. I do work and I do make money.
You don't need to lie to me. I know that all you do is stay at home all day.
Yes, that's right. I am home all day because I work from home. I work remotely, so I can actually work wherever I want.
Oh, please. You don't have to hide behind that either. That's just a trend for now. One day, everyone will be going back to the office to work properly. Working from home is just so unprofessional. So what? You're really just a freelancer, right? Probably doesn't pay that much and isn't even steady. I know Joseph is out there working hard and making decent money. But don't you think it's time that you actually bring in something steady to contribute to the family, too?
It really isn't what you think. Joseph and I are doing very well and we help each other out. I think everything is very equal. We are both putting 100% of ourselves into our relationship.
How nice. But you still don't deserve to live in that house. So my family is going to live there instead.
What? Live where?
In that house, of course. We're swapping places, so you guys need to get out.
What do you mean we're swapping places?
You can live in our apartments and we'll live in that house. Connor and I get up every day and commute to work. We deserve to come home every night to a beautiful new place. Also, didn't my parents buy that house anyway? It would be better if Connor and I live with them so we can take care of them.
This is very sudden.
Of course, you're welcome to come visit whenever you want. Well, you'll need to come over often because my parents are going to need you to look after them. It'll be your responsibility to take care of their needs.
Wait, let me get this straight. First, you're kicking us out of our own home. And then you want me to go every day to take care of your parents?
Yeah. You don't have to stay the night. They'll just be sleeping anyway. You'll just need to help them during the day. I think that's settled. Tomorrow, Connor and I will be moving in. Of course, Marlo will be coming too. We can't leave our dog behind. You and Joseph need to pack your things tonight.
Hold your horses. I haven't agreed to anything. Are you being serious?
Of course I am. Our lease is almost up, so if you want to move in, you'll need to renew it yourselves. You should hurry or else you'll have no place to live soon. By the way, I'm not taking no for an answer, so you'll just have to deal with it.
Becky? Where are you?
What? I'm about to pick Marlo up from the groomer, and then we're going to go out to eat dinner. Why do you ask? Where are you?
I'm at my house.
Oh? You still haven't moved yet? I have a feeling that today will be the day that you decide to get out of there. It's only about a week left on our lease. If you don't renew it soon, the landlord will start looking for other tenants and you'll be quite screwed. I suggest you stop dragging your feet and move out.
That's enough. You need to get over here right away!
What? But I told you I'm busy.
You were the one that wrecked my computer, weren't you?
Wow. Is the cat out of the bag already?
Of course it is! Did you really think I wouldn't notice? It was so frickin' obvious that you were the one that did it!
I wish I could have done it sooner, but you barely leave the house, so I had to wait for the right opportunity. At first, I wasn't sure what to do, but then I thought that water would be the best way to destroy your computer.
That's what happened. I can't even turn my computer on now. You're going to have to pay for what you did.
You should have listened to me earlier. Now you know what I'm capable of doing. And relax, it's just a computer. It's not like you need it every day.
I do need the computer. It's extremely important for my work. I need to go out and buy another one now. I'm going to bill you for it and for the cost of retrieving data from the hard drive that you ruined.
I'm not going to do that. It's your fault for not moving out like I asked you to.
Do you have any idea what you did to me?
Like I said, you don't really need it anyway. So you can't watch videos or play a game on there for a few hours. So what? You act like it's as important as a fridge or microwave. So I decided to just cause you a slight inconvenience for not listening to me. If you know what's good for you, then you'll give me that house.
Yeah, I do know what's good for me, and I do know what to do next.
Great! So, when will you give me the keys and the deed? I'm expecting both by the end of the week. If I don't have them by then, I'm going to destroy your computer again. Water worked very well, but maybe I'll try a different way next time.
Fine. We'll leave. You'll get what you want.
That's a good girl.
You won't even have to wait a week. We'll be gone sooner than that.
Oh, how nice.
What you did to the house is now your problem. No one will be able to live here for a while anyway, so it's better that we move out.
What are you talking about?
What were you thinking? If you just wanted to ruin my computer, you didn't have to flip the entire place. That was going too far. I thought you wanted to move in here as soon as possible. I can't believe you did this.
What do you mean the place is flooded? How did that happen?
This is so psychotic that it's scary.
Wait a minute. I don't know what's going on. Explain what you mean.
Tell me exactly how you put water in my computer.
I got the hose from the garden and dragged it into the room with your computer in it. I put the hose into the little computer box and then turned it on.
Oh my god! I've never heard of anyone using a hose inside a house before. That in itself is crazy! Then what did you do?
After I turned it on, I got a call from the groomer saying that Marlo was ready to be picked up. So I left right away to go pick him up. We decided to get a different haircut for him, and I couldn't wait to see how it would turn out. I imagined that he would look super handsome with his new cut, and do you know what? I was right.
So you forgot to turn the hose off before you left.
Did I? Well, I got distracted by that call. Besides, I didn't think I needed to.
When I got home, there was water coming from the front door and down the steps. There was about a foot of water in the basement. I had no idea where all the water was coming from, so I checked all the bathrooms and kitchen first. It took a while before I saw the hose in my office. Then I ran to turn off the water in the backyard.
No. There's no way that could have happened. The hose had a head, didn't it? A sprayer type? When you let go of the lever, it stopped spraying water. How could it still be running after I left?
That head is actually broken. We haven't gotten around to buying a new one yet because no one uses it for anything.
What? I didn't know about that. You didn't tell me. It was fine that one time I watched Marlo with it.
Yeah, and it was broken that time too. I told you not to use it, didn't I? You even complained about it.
Oh, yeah. I kind of remember something like that. So, what? You're saying it's my fault the house flooded?
Of course it is. You did everything yourself. By the way, this is just an estimate, but there is about $50,000 in damages right now. Unfortunately, our insurance won't cover this. We didn't think we would need flood insurance considering we live in the desert. You're going to have to pay for all the damages yourself.
What? That's ridiculous.
And that's just for the first floor. For the basement, it's going to cost a little more because it was a fully furnished basement. I think the cost will be around $150,000. Again, that's just the estimate. We need to get someone down there to take a look.
No way that it can be that much. That's insane. $50,000 for the first floor is crazy enough. Then there's the basement, too? It's triple the cost.
Well, because of the water damage, you're going to have to rip up all the carpet and the wallpaper. Then you're going to have to replace the furnace and other appliances that are down there. $150,000 is just an estimate. I haven't even added labor costs to do all that yet. Depending on how bad the water damage is, you might even need to redo the entire floor of the first floor, too. When I say that the water got everywhere, it got everywhere. It seeped into everything. You're going to need to make sure that everything is up to code as well. The wood frame could rot and cause even more damage or even injury later.
What? I have to do all that by myself? That's not fair. I don't want to spend that much money on that place. I was supposed to save money by moving in there.
Well, you should have thought about what you were doing before you did it. Or you should have paid closer attention to your surroundings. Either way, this is your problem, and you need to fix it somehow. Do you know any contractors that can help you get the job done? It is water, so the longer you let it sit there, the more damage it's going to do.
Oh, be quiet. I don't want to hear anything more from you. If you have time to talk to me like this, then you should stay there.
Now you're telling me to stay?
I'm busy right now with my dog. He has a play date with all his other furry friends. We're trying to find a dog that will breed with him, so this play date is very important. It's going to take a long time. We won't be home until much later. You need to start dealing with the water problem yourself.
You were the one telling me to get out of the house not just 10 minutes ago.
You purposefully didn't renew your lease so you could move in here, remember?
Well, you better start taking responsibility. You can do whatever you want with it now. It's all yours.
What? No way. I'm not going to pay $200,000 for that house.
Yes, you will. One way or another, you're going to have to pay to fix it.
I can't. I don't have that kind of money.
Then why don't you ask your parents for a loan?
What? There's no way I can ask my retired parents to help me. They're just living off their retirement funds now. They can't help anyway.
Well, there's no one else that you can turn to if not for them. You don't have any relatives that you can run to.
I still have you and Joseph.
Say that again? Why would I help you? Believe me, Joseph won't be willing to help you either. All you did was push me around until you got what you wanted. Also, you destroyed my computer. That only happened a few hours ago. Now you want me to fix your problem as well?
Why not? You two are younger than me. If you don't have the money now, you'll be able to get a loan or borrow it from somewhere.
Well, we do have that much in our savings account. We could technically give it to you in cash. But that isn't how we want to spend our money. We're not even going to waste a penny on you.
Whoa, back up. What do you mean you could technically give the money to me in cash? You have that much money saved up?
I make about $200,000 a year, and we have quite a bit of money saved up in our joint account. So we could get the money in cash. That is, if we wanted to. But again, we don't.
What? That's how much you make? How are you able to make that much money? Are you doing something illegal?
I'm going to ignore that question because we still have a lot to talk about. Up until this point, I've only talked about the cost of the damages to the house. I haven't gotten to the cost of the damages you did to me. You need to compensate me for that as well.
Why would I have to do that? I don't owe you anything.
Yes, you do. Your malicious actions have affected my ability to work. I am a day trader working out of my home.
Day trader? There's no way that's what you do.
I'm not lying about what I do for a living. Thanks to all my investments in trading, I have a net worth of about $2 million. But thanks to your little stunt, I lost a lot of money.
You're making that up. You didn't lose any money. All you lost was the computer, and that's only a couple $100.
It's not just the computer. To a day trader, time is money. The right timing can really increase or decrease your profits by a lot. In order to do trades, I need my computer, and you destroyed that computer, causing me to lose time and money. You're going to have to pay for the amount that I lost.
How much are we talking about here?
About $70,000.
$70,000?
Yes, that's how much I lost.
There's no way it could be that much. Are you sure you put the right amount of zeros? Maybe you put too many.
Nope. My numbers are correct. All my holding investments are going extremely well right now. If you look up each of my funds, you'll be able to find them right away. But since I had to run out to get another computer and log into my account, it was already too late. I couldn't trade them in time for maximum returns. You're going to need to compensate me for that.
But there's no way that I can do that. I can't afford to compensate you.
If you don't have the money, then I can introduce you to a company that can loan you the money. The interest might be a bit high, but they approve most loans. It might take you a long time to pay it back, but, well, that's your problem. All you can do is work hard and pay it off.
You're saying that like you're giving advice to a stranger. You need to find a better way to help me. We're family.
I don't need or want to help you. We're not family. You only have a week left on your lease. You better start packing and getting your stuff ready to move. You've ruined this house, so I'm not sure where you can go, though. Maybe Connor's parents' house? That's really up to you.
I can't. I will never move in with those people. Not for even a day.
Oh, and why's that? Is it because you'd have to help out around the house?
Not just that. When we first got married, we considered moving there to save some money, but Connor's father needs a lot of care and his mother told me she wanted me to help. Not just for a few hours, but 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I would be at their beck and call. There's no way I can do that.
You don't really have much of a choice. You're going to have to repay a loan of $270,000. I don't know how else you can even hope to pay it back.
I'll figure it out somehow. We're going to fix the first floor of the house so we can live in there for now. Then we'll spend time to fix the basement.
Oh, sorry, that's not an option anymore. After the house is fixed, it's going to belong to someone else.
What? How can that be?
Well, we sold that house a few days ago.
Didn't you just buy it? It hasn't even been half a year.
That was your fault, too. Your parents heard how you treated us and didn't want us to suffer anymore. So they decided to sell the house and managed to make a little money off of it. Your parents took the money and decided to move into an old age home. But not just any home. Since I have the money, they are staying at the best old age facility that money can pay for. They'll want for nothing. Except maybe a good daughter.
Shut up. So if the house is gone, then what are you and Joseph going to do? You're in the same position as me.
Minus the crippling debt, you mean? But you're right. We're also out of house. So we took a look at some condos and bought one that we both liked.
Well, la-dee-da.
Oh, and before I forget, your parents are appalled by your behavior. They couldn't believe that you would ruin their house like that. They don't want to talk to you anymore and told me to tell you not to contact them anymore. Basically, they are cutting you off. Joseph and I will be doing the same. That doesn't mean you're off the hook, though. We are still expecting you to pay for all the damage.
No, you can't. Don't cut me off. We're family. If you have that much money, you should help. Lend me the money and I'll pay you guys back. Get us a place of our own and put my in-laws in a home as well. You should share your wealth and help us.
Why should I do that?
That's what it means to be family. Family help each other out.
Really? Because not once have you ever treated me like family. All you've ever done was threaten me and make fun of me. That sounds more like a bully than a family member. Just accept that you have to move into your in-laws' house and take care of them. You guys are family after all, and family need to help each other out. After our talk, Becky hurried home, but the police were already there waiting for her. A neighbor had seen everything and was willing to testify. Becky was taken to the station for questioning. She confessed to what she had done almost immediately. The police asked if I wanted to press charges. Without hesitation, I said yes. She was charged with trespassing and destruction of property. Since the damage costs $200,000, she could face up to 10 years in prison on top of restitution. But since it was her first offense, she might be able to get only community service. I will be attending all her court hearings. When they are over, that will be the last time I see her. I will also be suing her for the cost to replace my computer and the money that I could have made that day. In the end, Becky and Connor had to move back to his parents' house while the court case was pending. They didn't have any money to renew the lease to their apartment and had nowhere else to go. Becky acted out because she thought she saw a way to make her life easier, regardless of what the cost was to me. But in the end, she's living a harder life and all the rest of us are fine. As she waits for her fate to be decided, she's working every day to pay for her legal fees, then she has to go home and take care of her in-laws. If she hadn't wrecked my computer, none of this would have happened to her. She got what was coming to her, and she has no one to blame but herself.
Natalie, may I have a word with you? I only just now saw your text. Oh, I see. So you saw it kinda late then. Don't give me that! If you would like to come home, it'd be best to text me much earlier in advance to let me know. But I did. I tried calling too. But you just wouldn't respond, so I wound up texting Maya instead. And so I got permission to stay over from her. You do understand that she's your brother Thomas's wife, right? Meaning that you're her sister-in-law. Of course she's going to do her best to treat you well. It's her obligation. Ma, you're quite dense to not realize that. I mean, I am on some level aware of that, and I do feel bad. I don't mean for her to feel like I'm taking advantage of her. But due to some mishaps back at my company regarding reserving me a hotel to stay at, I actually don't have anywhere else to go. There is one place I can stay the next town over, but it's kind of far from my clients, so it'd be inconvenient to have to commute between the two places back and forth. So please let me stay here for just 5 days. I'll leave as soon as my business trip is over. Well, it's not like I particularly mind. You still have your own room here, and it's not as if we're strangers. If that's the case, then there's no need to be that angry at me, right? And since I'm here for business-related reasons, I'll be gone most of the day working. So you don't have to worry about me one bit. You'll barely notice I'm here. Of course I must worry about you. You're my child, and as a mother, I want to treat you well when you're with me. Besides, I'm certain you eat nothing but garbage every day when you're living out there on your own, which does worry me greatly. So I need to make sure you get some good nutrients in before you go. I think calling what I eat garbage is a little much. I mean, it's not like I'm going out and eating from convenience stores all the time. I do cook for myself most of the time, and I try to make it healthy when I can. Oh, I do wonder about that. When you're all alone, you do have quite the habit of half-heartedly doing things without putting much effort in. Dear me. I ought to make something with a lot of vegetables for dinner tonight. I'm telling you, I'm fine. You don't need to go so far for me. Just make the stuff you usually do. Oh, right. I heard you were out at the theater watching a performance. Yes, that's right. And it was quite the spectacle. I thoroughly enjoyed my time there. It left me in a very good mood, so I was thinking about doing some shopping afterward, which I'm about to do now. As such, it'll be a little while longer before I come home. I have the day off today, so shall I go and pick you up? What? Are you certain? But you must be quite tired after driving such a long distance in that car of yours. You should rest. No, not really. I've had the chance to take a breather, so I'm able to go just fine. Then perhaps I shall take you up on that offer. Oh, how about we eat out for dinner tonight then? I mean, I personally don't have a problem with that. But how about Maya? She said she had some things she needed to buy, so she's out right now. Should I wait for her to come back? Ah, don't fret. I'll text her myself. So do wait a moment. Got it. Oh, but then there's Thomas too, right? Don't worry about him either. He's on a long-term business trip right now. Oh, I see. Who would have thought you would both choose career paths that'd land you on business trips so often? It must be quite tiring moving about all the time. It's not all bad. Being on business trips doesn't change the fact that I'm still going to all kinds of places I would have never considered visiting before. And you know how I am. It's the unpredictability of these business trips and where I'll be taken next that drives me to keep this job instead of hopping from one to the other. Still, I do wish you'd finally be promoted to a higher position where you'll have more of a say in who moves where. As it stands, you're the one who gets bossed around everywhere.
Yeah. Well, they say that patience is a virtue. Maybe one day it'll happen eventually. Only time will tell.
Also, have you considered remarriage yet? It's been quite a while since your divorce at this point. What, is it that you have been unable to find a good man?
Oh, well, I already married once and seen what it's like, so I think I'm kind of good. I figured out that I'm not missing much.
What? Don't tell me you intend to spend the rest of your life all alone, then.
Well, 'tis life. The idea of that doesn't bother me much. I'd rather be alone than risk another terrible marriage like last time.
Oh, you're such a contrarian. Perhaps that personality of yours had something to do with your own divorce,
You don't have to say something so mean like that. And my personality definitely had nothing to do with our divorce. You should know that.
Certainly, I understand. Oh, would you look at that? Maya says we can go on ahead and enjoy ourselves. She'll also handle her own food herself for tonight.
Oh? Well, I guess that settles it. I'll come over to pick you up then. I should pick up a souvenir to bring Maya before I get home, too.
Oh, you don't have to. You shouldn't waste your hard-earned money like that.
What? I don't think it's a waste, though. She might have accommodated me despite not actually wanting to, just because I'm her sister-in-law. I figured that maybe I should show my appreciation for her a little to make up for it.
Well, fine, let's worry about that later. I'll be taking a bit of a breather in the coffee shop in front of the train station. So park your car nearby and come inside to see me.
Cool. Got it. Hey, Mom. I got some plans to have dinner with my clients every night up until the day after tomorrow. So you don't have to worry about making me dinner until then.
Understood. So around what time do you think you'll be coming home?
If I had to take a guess, probably around 9:30 p.m.
That's late. I suppose that means you'll be the last one to use the shower tonight then. Please do clean up the bathroom a little once you're out.
Okay. Oh yeah, I had something I wanted to talk about regarding Maya.
Oh dear. Did something happen between the two of you?
Well, I haven't really seen her for a while, right? And up until now, I've only seen her face a few times. So maybe I'm overthinking things considering I never knew her that well in the first place. But I don't know. I feel like she's changed a little. Am I wrong?
What makes you say that?
Well, I feel like she's a little more curt toward me. Not that she's giving me the cold shoulder or anything. I don't think she's being intentionally mean. I don't know. I felt a sense of discomfort, I guess. Like she's uncomfortable being around me. Something just feels a bit off, you know?
Is that not because you've decided to use our home as your makeshift hotel?
Oof. So that's it, huh? I knew it. I completely understand. She's living with you, so it's her house too. And yet here I am, her sister-in-law, barging in out of nowhere. Of course it'd bother her. God, I feel so bad now. I need to make it up to her during the remainder of my stay here. I need to make it as comfortable for her as possible.
And how exactly do you intend to do that for her? There's hardly enough time for you to do anything for her when you're out and about all day. All you need to do is finish up your work as soon as possible and quickly go home. That's the best you can do for her.
Again, your wording is a little harsh, but I guess you are kind of right. Instead of awkwardly trying to interact and appeal to her when she might not even want me to do that, it might be better for me to just treat this as only a place to stay the night and go home quietly as soon as I can.
Yeah, so don't bother doing anything else. You don't need to go the extra mile for a thing like her.
Okay, I know. But hey, you guys are getting along together well, right?
What's this all of a sudden now?
I mean, she and Thomas have been living together with you even though that's not as common to do these days, right? In my previous marriage, we weren't even living together with my ex's mother and we were still ready to go at each other's throats at any second. I can't imagine if I did have to live with her. So I was just a little amazed at how long you guys could manage to live together.
Well, of course it wouldn't go well in your case. You have such an uptight personality, so that will always be a problem no matter what you do. Luckily, not everyone's like you, so they can get along just fine with their mothers-in-law. Hey, Mom, that's a little out of line. You didn't have to say that. But you and Maya really are totally different. I do think Maya is a quiet and obedient young woman who's very thoughtful. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad. Just a reminder that in this day and age, there's a shortage of women willing to live with their mothers-in-law. So please treat her with the utmost kindness. She really is one in a million. Oh, you. I am doing that even without you telling me to do so. But you know, Maya has been acting a bit particular recently. What? You don't mean she changed only after I came here? Well, how do I put this? The truth is, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to cause you unnecessary stress. I didn't want you to have to worry about me. But I wonder if it'll be alright to let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. What? Now that you've said that much, of course I'm going to get curious. What is it? That Maya. She's begun to treat me with such cruelty. Huh? You have to be kidding me. Oh, believe me when I say that I wish I was. But I'm telling you, her personality and attitude completely changes when Thomas isn't here. Before, if I asked anything of her, she'd always follow my requests with a smile on her face. But now she mostly ignores me and gives me the cold shoulder. And it's not like you've been constantly requesting unnecessary and difficult things of her either. Of course, I wouldn't do such a thing. I wanted this to be resolved eventually, but I haven't managed to figure out how, so I didn't want to have to expose you to such a sorry state of affairs. I see. So that's why you were in such a panic at me coming home. I do wonder if I've done anything to have rubbed her the wrong way. But I really have been doing my best to avoid doing anything that might offend her enough to dislike me. Well, you do have the bad habit of saying far more than you need to, so it's possible you accidentally crossed the line at some point. Even so, isn't it a little too cruel to go so far as to ignore me? When she isn't willing to tell me what I've done to deserve it. When Thomas is here, she becomes normal again, so we're still somehow able to get by living together. But I'm certain she wants me to leave as soon as possible. But she just really doesn't strike me as the type of person to do that. Well, of course you'd think that. You wouldn't understand unless you've lived with her as long as I have. I mean, if you put it that way, I suppose I'm in no place to talk. But have you discussed this matter with Thomas? He does also live together with you two, right? What does he have to say? Of course I wouldn't like to do that. That'd be essentially admitting that I'm letting my daughter-in-law make fun of me. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't say she's making fun of you. And even so, I really don't think this is the kind of thing you need to be clinging to your own pride for. I feel like this could be one of those instances where a lack of communication could be the real cause of the problem. You don't have to be super confronting or anything. Just casually mention it or ask about it. No, it's fine. As long as I hold my tongue, all will be peaceful. Those two are doing me a favor by living together with me, and I really would like to not stir up a fuss. As someone in their old age, I'd much rather live with someone rather than by myself. Even if Maya treats me so coldly, I'm fine as long as I get to live with my son as well. I really don't think you need to push yourself so much. Besides, if you're living together while under a lot of stress, I think that'd make everyone involved unhappy eventually. If you really are that lonely, you could always live with me at my condo. I have plenty of room. No way! Why would I want to live with you when you have no plans for marriage or grandkids? Oh, I see. That's too bad. Well, since I'm here anyway, how about I casually ask Maya myself about what's been up? No! Don't go and do something out of line like that. You'll only cause me even more trouble. And that's not to mention how you being here is already a burden on Maya. But it's not like I'm going to be telling her that you're the one saying this stuff to me. I'll be talking as if it were all my own personal observations. Still, you best not do it. I don't want to drag someone outside of this household into this mess. Okay, fine, I got it. But really, don't push yourself too much. If you have something that's bothering you, the least I can always do for you is lend you an ear. Oh, Natalie. As I thought, You should always value your own daughter over someone else's. Well, that's a bit mean to say. If that's how you think, you might be subconsciously letting it show through your actions. And actions speak louder than words. What's the problem? It's not as if I'm saying this to Maya herself. Besides, I'm sure Maya herself feels that she prefers her own parents over someone like me. Well, I suppose most people do feel that way, yes. Oh, sorry. I have to get back to work soon, so I need to go. I understand. Do your best. And do contact me when it seems like you're about ready to go home. Hi, Maya. Sorry for contacting you so late. Are you still awake?
Good evening, Natalie. Yes, I am.
I know it's a bit late to be saying this, but I really am sorry for barging in here all of a sudden. I'll only be here for the next 2 days or so, and then I'll be out of your hair. So please bear with me for a little longer. Oh, right! And I bought you some souvenirs today, so feel free to eat it tomorrow as a snack or something.
Thank you, Natalie. But you really don't need to be so considerate of me. I mean, this is your mother's house, and it's where you grew up. So you take it easy and don't concern yourself over me.
Thank you. Also, there's been something that I've been wondering about for a while now. Will you be willing to hear me out?
Yes, that's fine. What is it?
Well, over the past several days that I've been here, I've noticed you entering the storage room a lot. And when you do go inside, you often don't come out for a really long time, so it's had me wondering for a while now. It's still pretty cold over here at night, right? So what are you doing in the storage room every night?
Well, it's a little hard for me to say.
Oh, were you engaging in a pastime hobby that you don't want my mom to see? So you're hiding it from her? She can be pretty judgmental when it comes to things like that, so I understand. So don't worry, I won't tell a soul.
That's actually where I go to sleep at night.
Huh? But I'm pretty sure you have a proper bedroom in the house.
Technically, yes, and I do get to use it when Thomas is home.
Wait, hold on. So that means whenever Thomas is out for business trips, you have to sleep in the storage room even though you have a perfectly good room of your own?
That's right.
And, sorry if this is a really stupid question, but I have to make sure. But it's not like you're sleeping in the storage room because you actually want to, right?
Yeah, I don't.
So that only leaves one explanation. Was it what my mom ordered you to do?
I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for? You've done nothing wrong. My mom's the one who's 100% in the wrong here.
No, that's not true. She wouldn't be treating me this way if I wasn't completely useless. I can't fulfill my duty properly as a wife, and that's why I deserve this.
No way. You don't deserve this at all. You're perfectly fine as you are. And honestly, I can't imagine that you've done anything to deserve my mother giving you those kinds of orders. That's weird of her to do no matter how you look at it. I'd really like to hear more about this in detail. Could you do that for me?
But if she finds out, I don't know what she's going to do.
Don't worry. If things come down to that, I'll definitely protect you no matter what. Although I doubt we'll be able to talk in person right now. And I have to be at work tomorrow, too.
Please don't push yourself. But really, I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. I no longer have a place to go home to anymore. This is the only place I have left to call home.
What? But you still have your parents, right? I really think it's a good idea for you to take refuge there.
Well, my parents don't care one bit about me nor my well-being. They're selfish. Even if I tried to go back to them, they'd probably tell me to go right back home.
I didn't realize that's the sort of situation you came from. Okay, I think I'm getting the picture. At any rate, leave all this to me. I won't let any harm come to you. Maya, haven't you been getting on your high horse a bit too much recently? The past several days, in fact. What, have you been spoiled by the fact that my daughter is just so nice? You two go out to eat together and you're slacking on your household duties. What exactly is the meaning of this? What makes you think you can act like that?
What are you talking about? All we did was go out to hang out together. Last I checked, that's not a crime.
Excuse me. The sheer nerve you have. Listen up. My daughter has already gone back home. Do you understand what that means? Now you have no one left here to protect you.
And why exactly do you think that?
Shouldn't it be obvious? Thomas is always out on his little business trips, leaving the two of us alone in this house all the time. And your own parents have thrown you out to the dogs to fend for yourself, and you don't have anywhere to return to anymore. And, my, if you happen to act a little out of line and I say a thing or two to Thomas, he'll dump you in a heartbeat.
I see. I understand now. So that's how she was backed into a corner like that. And you took advantage of that. You really are a trashy old hag.
Excuse me! Why, you insolent woman! Don't think I'll let that attitude off scot-free! Hurry up and finish your shopping and come home at once! I'll really let you have it. Know your place, you wretch, since you've clearly forgotten it.
Maya won't be going back there ever again.
What's that?
This is Natalie, not Maya. Maya isn't out shopping at all. I've actually taken her home with me.
Huh? You're... Natalie? What is this? Is that really you? What's the meaning of this?
That's right. I'm currently having Maya take refuge at my house considering the squalor she's been living in up until now. Mom, you've really been doing such cruel things to her. I knew you could be a little strict, but this is going beyond just being strict. You were being horrendous.
Oh no, Natalie. This isn't what you think. She was just being a little bit too defiant toward me, so I was giving her a warning. You mustn't jump to such serious conclusions like that. It truly isn't that serious.
You consider this only a warning? That's rich. No matter how you look at it, you've been tormenting her, and this is just an example of that sort of behavior. Also, don't blame Maya for this either, because she wasn't the one who talked to me about this of her own volition. I just happened to spot her going into the storage room and I asked her about it. And based on what she told me, I realized you were probably tormenting her all this time. How dare you deceive me all this time? I can't believe you!
Natalie, please, calm down and hear my side of the story, please, before you let that anger rush to your head and cloud your judgment. Okay, dear. You do remember how I told you that Maya has been quite cold to me recently, didn't I? So I thought I had to stand my ground some and force myself to act all high and mighty, so she doesn't step all over me. At any rate, I have my reasons. I wasn't doing it all just for fun, you know.
Mom, I hope you know that I didn't hack Maya's WhatsApp account or anything. I'm currently sending you these messages on her WhatsApp from her phone directly. That means I have access to all of your messages with her up until now, and I've looked at them. And I know you've been tormenting her in secret for a long time now.
But I'm not lying about her giving me the cold shoulder. That part is undoubtedly true.
Who the hell wouldn't want to keep their distance from you when you treat them like this? When Thomas is out of the house, you force her to sleep out in the storage room for literally no good reason when she has her own bedroom. And you dump basically all the household chores onto her on top of that. And the streams of insults you inflict on her are just too horrendous. Even if she does give you a little bit of the cold shoulder, there is no reason you should be going this far. If you ask me, you're literally just as bad as my former mother-in-law. Do you understand how serious that is?
Oh, you! Don't you dare lump us together. You can't compare the two of us.
From my perspective, I can. You're literally exactly the same. Maya isn't the type to complain, and you took advantage of that. You're the one who got all full of yourself and got carried away. And I'm not going to let you just get away with it. I've already told Thomas all about this.
What?
Don't act surprised. Of course I'd do that. Besides, I wanted to know myself. I was worried that he was like my last husband and was refusing to protect her, and I wanted to know if he was like that too. But no, he truly and honestly had no idea any of this was happening in the first place. And as I hoped, he was absolutely furious.
Natalie, please! Tell him that it was just a misunderstanding. Please! I'll apologize to Maya! Why do I have to do something like that? This is all your own fault. If you didn't want me to tell on you, then you shouldn't have given me a reason to in the first place. It is literally not hard to not torment someone. But if you tell him, I won't be able to live together with them anymore. I don't want that. Anything but that. I don't want to have to live all alone again. You're the one who did that to yourself. Do you realize just how much Maya has worked in order to get you to recognize her? She wanted your approval. Yet you took advantage of her and treated her terribly. That's why things are turning out like this now. I'll apologize. So please, tell Maya that for me. I will never treat her poorly ever again. So please, forgive me for what I've done. The fact that you think you can be forgiven instantly by crying and apologizing at Maya's feet means you haven't actually reflected on your actions. You're just sorry you've been caught. And you know Maya's too nice to do anything but accept it. Thomas was saying this himself, but he's going to stop living together with you. And until the two of them find a new house, they'll be living together with me for the time being. No, Natalie! Please! Forgive me! I did acknowledge Maya as my daughter-in-law. So just because I said a few harsh words doesn't mean I didn't. But that's not what you told me before. You've changed your story. Look, you haven't forgotten about the exact reason why I got divorced, right? You know it's because my mother-in-law was tormenting me, right? So I know from experience that the victim who gets dealt the blow never forgets. Maya was so kind and considerate, and she worked so hard to be acknowledged by you. Yet you didn't care. It was all a waste. And I don't want to acknowledge you as my mother if you're willing to do that to her. So live on your own from now on, reflecting on your own actions and regretting them. I'm so sorry. But as a mother, my son is very dear to my heart. If I'm told that I cling too much to my children and that I can't let them go, I'd be guilty as charged. That means I didn't intentionally pick on Maya just because of who she was. So what then? Instead of hating her for being herself, you hated her just because she was Thomas's wife? That's an incredible excuse. As if that makes you look literally any better. Also, the fact you said something like that to me, your own daughter, is actually incredible. You're giving me secondhand embarrassment, so stop talking. Goodbye. Natalie, wait! Please, I'm begging you! Listen to what your old dear mother has to say. I don't acknowledge an old hag who torments others as my mother. Go out and sleep in that storage room. Do everything that you made Maya do at least once and realize how you've been making her feel. Once you do, then maybe I'll be willing to actually hear you out. But until you do, I don't care what you have to say. But Natalie, you're my actual biological daughter, aren't you? Couldn't you at least stand to think from your own mother's perspective? At least a little. You do know about my uptight personality, right? That means I'm not nearly as nice as that daughter-in-law of yours. My brother came back home from his business trip and immediately talked my mom's ear off about what she's done, criticizing and scolding her. And of course, he kept his word about no longer living together with her. After staying with me for a short while, Maya and Thomas managed to find a new place to live, and they've been living there ever since. Now all alone, my mother became extremely dispirited, and she basically became a hermit. Additionally, Thomas seemed to have told her that he no longer wanted anything to do with her anymore. So even if the two eventually have a child, they probably won't ever be seeing her. I'm sure she's in agony over what she's done, but I doubt there's literally any room for sympathy toward her. She got what was coming to her. All communications between my mother and Maya after I found out went through me first. So thanks to that, I think that took a big weight off of Maya's shoulders. My mother can no longer harm her. And if my mom ever does try something again, I will definitely punish her. After the three of them stopped living together, Maya began to look almost as happy as the day she looked the day of their wedding. And even now, she occasionally comes to see me. She really is a kind and good individual, so I'm glad I realized my mom was tormenting her sooner rather than later. It might be true that my mother may have been driven by some of her motherly instincts, but none of that is a good excuse as to why she should be tormenting Maya, who hadn't done anything wrong. I'm sure every couple and family out there has their fair share of problems. That's a given fact of life. But there's at least one less mother-in-law from hell in this world now. That's certainly worth celebrating. I pray that the two of them remain happy for the rest of their lives, and I intend to support them in every way I can from here on out. Hey, Julie. Are you there? Do you have a moment to talk?
Hey, Rachel. Sure, what's up?
Remember the other day when you came over to show off those new earrings that you got? You said that they were really, really expensive and that you got them from someone who you really, really like? You know which ones I'm talking about, right? You talk about them all the time.
Yeah, sure. I think I know which ones you're talking about. They really are just the cutest little things, aren't they? With my name engraved into them and all. I know that you're probably super jealous of them. And just because you're my sister, that won't mean that I'll be giving them to you.
Julie, I do not want those earrings at all. But what I wanted to know was if they were the ones you found at my fiancé's apartment. Were they?
Wait, sorry, hold on. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I mean that I was just over at Mark's place and I found them under the dresser. I knew that I had seen them somewhere before, but then I realized that they have to be yours. It is just like you said. Your name is literally engraved in them. What can you even begin to say to explain this? Huh?
Oh, shoot. Are you going to drop them off for me?
Is this some kind of game to you? I'm being really serious right now. I want you to tell me what your earrings were doing there. Why were they in my fiancé's room? What is going on here?
Well, it's not your fault for finding them. But if you're really curious, I must have dropped them the last time that I was over at Mark's place. Oh, and by the way, have you put the 2 and 2 together yet? The special person who gave me those earrings was none other than your fiancé, Mark.
I don't believe this. I don't even know what to say right now. Are you seriously trying to tell me that my sister is having an affair with my fiancé?
Well, I knew that it wasn't going to be a secret forever, but it was good while it lasted. And to think that we were doing so well about hiding it from you. Oh well, the secret's out.
You know what I think, Julie? I think that you left those earrings behind on purpose for me to find. You wanted me to find out about your affair. In fact, you've been forgetting things of yours at Mark's for some time now, haven't you?
Just what are you talking about now? I have absolutely no idea what you're on about.
I mean, I know that Mark is way too dumb to notice, but I've seen the weird little things around his room. Like how my makeup would suddenly be used up even if I hadn't been over in a while. Or sanitary pads in the trash even though I hadn't been over when I had my period. You were rubbing it in my face this whole time that the two of you were together.
So you did see all the little signals that I was trying to send to you. And here I thought I was just doing it for my own sake at this point.
What is the matter with you? What made you think that it was a good idea to have an affair with my fiancé? We're sisters, for crying out loud. Why would you do this to me?
Wait a second. You don't think that I'm in love with him or anything, do you? You think I am? Listen, Rachel, I just wanted him to be mine, so I took him. After all, Mark is the son of 2 very powerful CEOs. There is no way that I was going to let you have a man like that while I get nothing.
Hold on a second. This has got to be some kind of joke, right?
Of course it's not. And now that the truth is finally out there, I want you to break up with Mark. He's far more in love with me than he is with you. Don't you get it? Your fiancé doesn't love you anymore.
Hey, you need to make a decision right now, Mark. Do you want to stay with me or get with my sister? I need a straight answer from you. Right now.
Whoa, 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 what is going on here? I am so confused.
I've already heard about what's been going on from Julie. She told me all about how you two were having an affair behind my back. You do remember that we're engaged, don't you?
Honestly, Mark, how could you do something this stupid? I thought you were better than this. How could you betray me?
Wait, seriously, hold on here. Did your sister seriously tell you everything that happened? Oh, what was she thinking?
Please, Mark. I just want an answer, and I want one now. Who is it going to be? Me? Or her? I mean, you really are having an affair with my sister then, right? You admitted it in your last message. I am not about to let our engagement go to nothing.
Hold on, can't we just talk about this? Why do I need to stop seeing your sister? And just who are you to decide whether or not what we had was some fling or not?
OMG, so you admit it now. You do, don't you? Don't tell me that you two actually like each other.
I'm sorry that you had to find out like this, and I'm also sorry for betraying your trust. But yes, the truth is that your sister and I have been going out for a while now. I know that this is a lot for you to take in right now, but I would like it if you could forgive the both of us for what we've done. You see, I want to marry Julie now.
Excuse me? Are you kidding me right now? How can you say that? I mean, do you even realize what you're saying right now? We've been together for 6 years, and now you're just going to throw all of that away. Are you kidding me? All just to marry my sister?
Well, I mean, when you put it like that, yeah, basically. But I'm a man, and I'm free to live the life that I want, and I'm gonna make sure that it's not a boring one.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean? You're having an affair for the thrill of it? Is that what's going on?
Listen, ever since I was little, I've always had to be very serious. My parents told me from a very young age that I would take over the family empire when I grew up. Ever since then, I did whatever it took to make my parents happy. I studied hard, I went to the Ivy League school, I even married someone like you just to make them happy.
What do you mean, someone like me?
But I am sick and tired of having them control my life. And that's when I met your sister, Julie. She reached out to me, and look at her. Oh, she's a beautiful, blonde, and fun chick. She made me realize what living a free life would be like. A life where I would be in control over my own life and no one else. And I fell head over heels in love with her.
So then you mean to tell me that you were never excited with me? You were really with me just to please your parents.
That's right. I'm afraid to say that I never actually loved you at all. But now I found someone who really holds the keys to my heart, and that person is Julie. She made me realize that it's okay to live for yourself and be a little selfish. So I'm going to make the choice and marry her instead. I'm sorry, Rachel, but we simply can't get married.
I don't even know what to say to that. How do you even respond to someone saying something like that?
Don't you get it, though? I'm finally free. The world is my oyster. There's no limits to the things I can do. Nothing can stop me.
Is this some kind of joke or something? You break up with me and call off our engagement so that you can be free? That's the best that you can come up with.
Well, I just don't want anyone to put me into a mold anymore. That's why, as of today, I'm taking a first step in doing that by calling off our engagement. And you know what? This is my first decision I'm making on my own, so I don't even feel bad about it.
Fine, I get it. Well, if that's how it's going to be, then I guess I'm glad I know your true feelings at least. You know that I'll always love you, though. I thought you were in love with me too, but I guess not. It was all just a silly dream, huh? Well, why waste time texting you now? I hope that you and my sister make each other happy.
Rachel! Oh, wow, wasn't that so funny how we bumped into each other earlier, right? I mean, that was so crazy. But what were you doing in a fancy condo like ours? I mean, there is no way that you would be able to afford a place like this. You need to be pretty special to get in here at all. I mean, you were dumped by a future CEO, and so you have no chance of living in a place like this, right?
Well, if it's really such an amazing place, I'm pretty surprised that the building let you two move in. You would think they wouldn't let some homewrecker and gold digger live here, right?
So we're just cutting straight to the name calling now, are we? Is that any way to talk to your little sister?
I heard all about what happened after Mark and I broke up. Despite his parents' best efforts to convince you otherwise, he went and got married to you. But because he went and did that, his parents decided that he wasn't going to take over the family business. In fact, I heard that they disowned him.
Well, I'm afraid that the rumors are true. But what Mark has is a natural knack for business. He's a genius. So even without the help of his parents, I know that him and I are going to be more than fine.
I see. Well, that really is too bad to hear. Well, I sure hope that you're right. For your sake.
Oh, Rachel, you have no idea how good we have it in our lives. Of course, he lost his job when we got married, but Mark didn't let that stop him. He went out and started his own company. And it was a huge hit, and now we're rich. His initial product sold out almost immediately, and he had to go back to the bank for more loans to expand his business. And that's why him and I get to live in a place like this. In fact, we moved here as part of a way to celebrate his huge success.
I see. So now he actually has his own business going on?
That's right. We actually just had the last of our luggage arrive to our place today. And we were just taking a little stroll around the condo to see what our new life here is going to be like. So you can imagine our shock when we saw you standing there. I mean, it was like seeing a ghost or something. I was blown away.
Well, I am no ghost, thank you. And yes, it was quite the coincidence. Although I can't really say that it was a happy one. I mean, can you imagine my shock when I realized that the two of you were going to be living in the same condo as me?
Hold on a second. What? He must be dreaming. Do you realize what you just said to me? There is no way that you live there. Did you really think that I was going to fall for something like that? I mean, you got dumped by your ex. You're a loser. A nobody. I can appreciate lying for clout, but you need to at least say something that's somewhat believable.
What did you just say to me? Do you really think that I would lie to you about living here?
I know that you're lying to me because you have to be winning at life in order to live here. And the fact of the matter is that you're just a loser. This building is full of famous actors, successful businessmen, doctors, and it's for the rich and famous. In other words, that means that there is no room for someone like you here. Are you finally starting to get it? Is it sinking in yet?
Actually, my husband and I own this entire building, if you must know.
Wait, what?
I mean that I'm the owner of this condo building, and as such, I have just as much a right to live here as anyone else. If you really want to know, my husband and I live in the penthouse suite here. So you can go on about how you think that I'm nothing but a loser, but it won't change the fact that I also happen to be your landlord.
Hold on just 1 second. What is going on here? This can't be right. You're telling me that you're the owner of this whole building? I don't believe it. This just can't be right at all. You're lying to me. You're just trying to freak me out. Well, I'm not going to fall for it. Do you hear me?
I understand why this must be so difficult for you to understand and accept. But believe it or not, it is the truth. Hey, are you two standing in front of the elevator right now?
Well, yeah, we are. But what does that have to do with anything? We're just sitting at the lounge with some tea. But you wouldn't actually know anything about that, would you? I bet you didn't even know that this place is so fancy that they leave out tea and coffee for everyone who lives here.
How about you take a break from all that texting and turn around? Behind you? You see the elevator there? As the owner, I have special access to the penthouse elevator and use it whenever I want.
Wait, is that really a thing? Does the person in the penthouse get their own personal elevator? Are you serious?
If you really lived here, then surely you would have known that, right? Did you not notice that one of the elevators had a plaque saying it was for the penthouse use only?
You have got to be kidding me. So then, you mean that you really have an elevator that takes you from the lobby of the building all the way up to the top floor?
Yep.
OMG, they have one of the best views in the whole city up there, though.
Yep. I know. So are you finally starting to believe what I've been trying to tell you this whole time? Yes, I live on the very top floor of this building. My husband and I own and run this condo building together.
I don't believe it. This can't be happening right now. I mean, this place was supposed to be definitive proof that I was better than you. Even though we got the cheapest room here, I thought it was enough. But now you're telling me that you and your husband own the place? And who just did you end up marrying, huh?
Well, after you stole my fiancé from me and ruined my relationship, a friend of mine introduced us. He really is just an amazing guy. I know we haven't really known each other for that long, maybe only 8 months, but he really is the best.
Wait a second. You married a guy that you've only known for 8 months?
Well, we wanted to keep it quiet.
And what's his family like?
Well, let's just say that they are pretty huge investors. But I do love how humble my husband is about it all. And now we're finally living together and my life could honestly not be better. But now that you and Mark have come to live here, well, I don't know if I should be counting myself lucky or unlucky.
Please tell me that I'm dreaming. This can't be happening. I just refuse to accept that this is happening. I worked so hard to steal your fiancé from you, and you turn around and go find someone even richer to marry? How dare you live a better life than I am? Do you think I'm going to let you get away with this? OMG. What if we offer to buy the building off of you? Huh? I'm not just talking about one condo. I mean all of them. The whole thing. You think you're so great, but you're about to see how easy it is for us to buy you off, Rachel.
Excuse me, are you seriously asking if you can buy the building from us? Is that something you really want to do?
Your husband may have a little money to his name, but that's nothing compared to Mark. He was born and raised into a whole world of business deals and corporations. Not to mention he just has a knack for these things. Buying this building would be like a drop in the bucket for someone like us. We'll show you that you're no better than us. All I have to do is ask him, and I know Mark will be more than on board with it.
Wait a second. You don't really want to do something like that, right? I mean, first of all, Mark is not the businessman that you think he is. He's just a textbook example of a Nepo baby. Has he really ever achieved anything through his own hard work? I think you should really think hard about this if you think Mark is the man you think he is, Julie.
You think that Mark is a Nepo baby? You don't think that he's ever accomplished anything on his own in all of his life? Well, how about the fact that he literally started his own company from scratch after being casted out of his family?
I'm sure you believe that, but the fact of the matter is that that simply isn't true. He put that together through favors and help from friends and family in the industry.
You have no idea what you're talking about. He's been disowned and he isn't in the industry anymore. So how do you think he got help?
Well, I know a little bit about what you two have been up to since we broke up. I know that Mark started his company and that it's actually become quite successful. But the truth is that it's only doing so well because his parents are feeding contracts to it.
What?
All of his contracts come from places owned by his family.
Are you serious about that? That can't be right. All of them are like that?
So while you two were working so hard to set up your business to be successful, Mark's parents were pulling all the strings for him. He might be out of the race to take over the companies themselves, but it's clear that his family don't intend to cut him off completely. They're obviously already giving him a lot of support. So basically, he is still just living off the success of the family he was born into without actually making anything of his own.
You've got to be lying to me right now. I don't believe this. So then, you mean to tell me that Mark really doesn't have a knack for business at all? And it's just been his parents giving him contracts? Mark didn't actually achieve anything all on his own then.
Just think about it for a little and I think you'll see that it's true. I see that you're still keeping your hair blonde and doing your makeup all the time, yeah? And Mark has been dressing nicer and even got a few tattoos. But I know that if you go into the books, you'll see that it's quite obvious who was doing the real heavy lifting in all of this.
I don't even know what to say anymore. It's all so obvious, but I just never say it.
And you thought that you could take the money by working for the family, buy a place in my building, and then pretend like you earned your spot here? I think I might have to go and have a little chat with Mark's parents about this. Anyway, listen, in the meantime, please don't cause any trouble in my building.
trouble. Mark just told me that he was at work and all of his clients called to cancel their contracts with him. When I started asking him questions, he told me it was because all his clients were his relatives. He told me the success of his whole business was all because his parents kept giving him business.
Okay, and why are you telling me all of this? I don't see how any of this concerns me at all. This sounds like a problem between you and your husband, so please just keep it there.
How can you be so cruel to me? I'm your sister. You always used to make me feel better when I was stressed out. What changed?
What changed is that you thought you could steal my fiancé away from me. And since then, I don't consider you my sister anymore. I have no obligation, nor do I even feel the need to be nice to you.
Can't you see that I'm really, really upset right now? You should be doing everything you can to make me feel better.
And just why are you even so shocked about all this anyways, huh? I mean, I told you that your whole new life was built on a lie. I told you all about how Mark was only making any money by exploiting his connections to his family. But you thought that he was finally free and doing what he needed for himself. You were really so blinded by joy that you couldn't read the writing on the wall at all.
But, I mean, how was I supposed to know? I had no idea about this at all.
Well, the two of you wanted to be free, and now you are. You are free to succeed, but now you're also free to fail.
You have got to be kidding me. How did it all come to this? Why are you so opposed to Mark and I being happy, huh? Why can't you let me have this? Why do you have to tear me down now that I found something good?
Because you found something good by stabbing me in the back. I thought that I could trust you, but now I want nothing to do with you at all. I sure hope that you have some kind of knack for business, because it's clear now that Mark certainly doesn't.
Sis, are you there? Please, you have to help me. I have a really good idea. What if you and I swap husbands? I can't stand living with Mark like this anymore.
Julie, it's been a while since we last spoke. How have things been going for you? I think the last time I saw you was when you moved out of the condo, but I never followed up to see what had happened to you after that.
You want to know what my life has been like since I moved out of your building? It's been horrible. Just awful. I'm sick of living like this. Mark's company is about to go under and we're having to sell everything that we own. At this rate, we might even end up homeless. Who knows?
Oh, wow. So then it sounds like you two have had a serious fall from grace, huh? And to think that just a few weeks ago you had just moved into my building.
I don't get it. How did this happen? It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was supposed to be the one in the penthouse, not you. Please, you have to switch husbands with me. You can go back to being with Mark just like you were supposed to be, and I'll take your super rich husband instead. Please? Don't you want to make your little sister happy?
I actually do not want to make you happy. Not even in the slightest. And the only woman that my husband loves is me. I also certainly want nothing to do with Mark ever again either.
But you can't just... Please, I really need help. I am desperate here.
And is that why you're saying all this weird stuff like wanting to swap husbands after you already stole my last fiancé? Not to mention the fact that the fiancé who you stole from me and married yourself is in a little bit of financial trouble, and you want to leave him? Personally, I think that you two deserve each other.
Please, I can't take this anymore. It's too much. My life is falling apart all around me. Even Mark has been talking about how all this free living was a mistake. I think losing the business has really hurt his confidence. The other day, he was saying that he should have never gone against what his parents were telling him to do. He was saying that he looked in the mirror and saw someone trying to be someone he's not. But maybe he's right. Maybe he was always better off just doing whatever his family wanted him to do.
Well, I don't really know what to say to that.
And I'm going to start looking for a real job and be a normal person just like everyone else. But it isn't fair! I was so close to never having to worry about anything again. I'm I'm better than everyone else, and I was so close to getting to prove it.
Well, what if you tried learning how to run the business so that you could try and help Mark out? If you really wanted to prove yourself, why not work for it?
Work for it? I would rather just land into a spot where I didn't have to work ever again, you know? But if Mark can't even run a business, then I certainly can't.
How can you say that when you haven't even tried? Who knows, you might actually have the knack for it. You'll never know if you don't try.
But this is so hard. I just want to kick back and do nothing.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. But if that's the case, then I think that we're done here. I'm sure it's going to be tough, but good luck being homeless.
Wait, hold on. So you're just going to go? You're just going to leave me like this? Even though you own a condo building, you're just going to leave us to live on the streets?
I would offer to rent you a room, but I'm afraid that you could never afford to live here.
We're sisters! You're supposed to help me!
I'm sorry, but I don't have a sister. Goodbye. After that, Julie's messages wouldn't stop, so I finally had to block her. Mark accepted that he wasn't cut out to run his own business and went back to his old serious self. He landed a job at an entry-level position at a small company instead. As for Julie, I guess what I said must have stuck with her, because she tried to stick out from the pack by starting her own business, which didn't do so well. She went through this cycle several times before she was swimming in debt and couldn't take out any more loans. She couldn't go to Mark's parents for help, so she tried ours. Our parents, however, knew all about the problems that Julie was having, so they changed all their numbers and moved away so that she wouldn't contact them. And so did I.